February 6th, and here we are.
Is it the 6th?
Is it?
I don't know.
No, just don't date it.
Yeah.
Don't date it. It's
Feb 6th.
the 8th. Yeah.
9th. Are you trying to buy time for your slow turnaround?
Yeah. Well, hopefully I won't get the flu and pneumonia this time. That'd be
Yeah. You had everything. You were.
It was really cool. I was like Wuhan, China for a little bit.
You
Yeah,
had
what happened?
everything.
So what came first? COVID, and then the back end brought flu?
Flu came first.
Flu.
Then I caught COVID when I went to the urgent.
Oh.
It's really nice. Yeah.
Was it in a gift
Yeah.
basket
Yeah.
with some apples and chocolates?
So the holiday season was just amazing.
When did that book end it for me? When did you, how long were you out?
Christmas Eve until
Christmas Eve?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's when you went to urgent care?
No, that's when I just immediately just started projectile vomiting for no reason. Yeah. It's really fun.
Nice.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It was a gift that keeps on giving.
And what was it? A couple of weeks of.
Yeah.
3 weeks, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 3 weeks, man. It was a big one. Yeah. Yeah, it was bad. And the older you get, it's like, wow, this shit really does.
Yeah.
It lingers.
It lingers a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. The joys of getting older.
Well, speaking of, so I'm on week 2 of a torn abductor for
What?
you listening.
I think you can call a plumber for that.
I wish he could have.
Or a proctologist.
That's part of what got me there. No. No, an abductor.
No.
It's also known as a groin. It just sounds better when you say abductor.
I've never heard it called that.
Well,
Yeah.
what is it, a groin injury?
Yeah,
Oh.
so torn muscle, but it was, so I've been out 2 weeks. I think it's a 4 to 6 week recovery, but to your point, the older you get and you start realizing, oh, wow, this isn't like it used to be.
I assume this is a tennis
Yeah.
injury.
So I went out this morning. First time 2 weeks. I've been traveling a lot, which has been a great distraction. And I thought, okay, well, I'm 2 weeks in. I'll just, we'll just hit a little bit. I'm not going to stress it. And half an hour in, locked up, swollen. It's like, okay, great. Yeah.
So the last time we were talking,
He had his eye.
You had your eye.
I know. He's like,
I'm on a run.
you really are.
Yeah.
I'm on a run. But here I am.
Yes.
So take that.
Yeah.
All of
he's
that.
the Lindsey Vonn of tennis.
Take that, universe.
So let me ask you.
She's skiing. So
I know. Let me ask you a quick question. This is like a serious question.
Okay.
I've heard that there's like a problem between tennis players and pickleball players.
Mhm.
Is that true?
Mhm.
Okay.
Look at his anger. You can
It's not,
tell.
let me clarify. It's
it's-
not between the players. It's between
The
the
sport?
people that manage parks and their painting of
Oh.
courts that they're cannibalizing tennis courts for pickleball. So I'll give you a quick example. A couple years ago, we were in state finals and I'm playing on a court in Southern Indiana and we walk out on the court and I'm like, what the F is and they basically had put 2 pickleball courts on each side of the tennis. So it was like, which line am I serving in? Like you just get to a point where it's like, there's just too much shit on the court here.
So we
Pickleball.
just lost all of our
I-
subscribers. And
No.
pickleball players.
I've heard it. I've heard it's a big thing.
And I
I've heard
regret
it's a-
nothing. Be gone.
I just didn't know.
I'll delete our pickleball merch from our store.
Yeah, let's,
I've just never seen like
those, after we sell that last paddle, do not restock.
I've just never seen like basketball guys really pissed off about people playing crab soccer, but apparently it's a big thing, and I just didn't know it. I mean, like people were just like, "You're fucking up my courts."
Yeah.
Well, funny quick story. A couple summers ago, I'm playing in this flex league singles, and it's casual, so you get connected with the other players, and you have to do so many matches within 6 weeks. And it's a great program for the summer. It's perfect. Work in some extra reps, and we're playing at Seneca, and we got one set in on the courts, and all of a sudden somebody comes on. He's like, "Hey, we got this court every week this night at 6 o'clock." I'm like, well, there's no sign. And he goes, yeah, that they're supposed to have one. I'm like, fine, that's fine. We'll move. So we go to the other set of courts and I'm looking and there's somebody's playing the first court. In the second court, there's 2 guys kicking a soccer ball
Oh my god.
and the third court's open. And I'm like, well, I'm going to push them down one and we're just going to play. I don't know what they're doing. And so we go up and I'm like, yeah, guys, you're going to need to move down one. We just got pushed off a court. We're playing a match. He's like, well, we're playing a match too. I'm like, what is this? He's like, it's
Basketball.
soccer tennis.
Yeah, soccer.
He did not say that.
Yeah, or
No.
tennis soccer, so whatever he said. And I looked at him, I went, yeah, it's not a thing. Move it on down. So I'm at home that night telling my wife, like, you believe this? She's like, get out of my yard. And I'm like, is that what? She's like, and I'm like, look, if it's not an Olympic sport, move it on down. And as soon as I said that, I'm like Googling, is that because you don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's-
yeah.
there's
Then a
always
gang of shuttlecock players came in.
yeah, no, we're done. We're good. Good. Anyway, no, tennis and pickleball, I nothing against them. I just wish they quit painting our.
Well, I just like I said, I heard there's this crazy.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
problem. You step out on a court and it's like, look at all this crap that's been painted here, and
Is it sort of the same way as like the international 3-point line versus the
Well, at
college
least-
3-point line?
At
You know
least,
what I'm saying? 'Cause I
those,
get- I
at
get
least
confused.
those are tangent,
Yeah.
that you can easily say, oh, I'm shooting from the back
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
This one's like, which square am I looking at? Yeah, it becomes a visual puzzle. So, anyway.
I haven't played pickleball in probably a couple years now.
Yeah, you and Tony have played for a while.
Yeah, we did. But then we would go to the
So
park.
you're the one that did that.
No, I'm going to defend myself in this, Jamie. We would go because we just want to dink. I think is what they call it, dink the ball around.
Dink.
Yeah. And we'd get there, and the entire all the courts would be taken up, and people would be so serious with we are just want to play around. Like, well, you got to put your paddle in the bucket, and then it's like, no, we just want to just chill, okay?
See,
So-
and they're too serious
they're
about.
too serious.
I know.
And my sister is like, she's really into
My
it, so
sister
God
is too.
bless her.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
She's having a she's
Tennis
a,
community's not like that, guys. We're
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
laid back.
yeah.
right.
Pretty laid back.
Now explain the scoring to me.
I could. It's the history of the scoring was made so that
I
people
know.
can't follow.
I still remember Andrew Agassi coming up with that book and him talking about he was wearing a wig the whole time.
dude,
Yeah.
Fascinating.
And it's like, oh, can you imagine?
Fascinating.
Did you guys
On
see
top
that
of playing the match
Yes.
and all the stress in the back of his mind the whole time is,
Yeah.
did it come off? Did it come? I mean, seriously, like,
Is it
did that
smelling
come
with the
off?
reason why I'm bringing that up? Did you guys see that fight like 2 weeks ago?
Where?
No.
There was a fight, like a boxing match, and the dude,
yes,
dude was wearing a toupee.
Oh, and he
they
flipped him.
punched him and went. It's like- I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, I know.
Andre
Agassi-
knows how.
I know.
Andrew, he knows how you feel. He knows how you
But
feel.
dude, if you're a boxer, I mean, would it be obvious? It's like, maybe I shouldn't go with this look.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, it's funny is it left the little hairs across the front that had been.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
transplanted.
the size of a coaster. It's like, why even bother? I mean,
Yeah.
he's basically wearing a yarmulke at that point.
I had to watch it like 10 times. It just fascinated me. It was like a little animal.
So it's funny. I was texting with one of our previous guests, Mr. Lacey, the other night, and we were just checking in. I was like, "Hey, settled in Denver. How much snow you guys got?" And he's like, "Are you kidding? It's 60 degrees." And I'm like, "Oh boy, you should come down here."
Yeah.
When did it? So I've been traveling during all this. When did the snow come? That is still on the ground.
Like 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago?
Okay.
Was it? No.
That seems like it.
It feels like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
So and then we immediately
Have
had
you seen the
below
movie?
freezing temps.
Yeah, yeah. Have you seen The Shining? That's pretty much what it is.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. We have Miss Guthrie down in the basement here. We've gone a little crazy. So
Oh man.
I built a
you
hedge
just-
maze in my backyard.
yeah. Isn't that a crazy story though? That whole shit, the kidnapping, or I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what to say about it. At some point, they were like immediately looked at the son-in-law, and then that sort of went away. They've got ransom letters.
How would you like to be that?
nothing.
How would you like to be that son-in-law? It's like, dude, you must have really fucked up if somebody's like already blaming you.
What did I do?
It's like, oh, I forgot to bring that green bean casserole one time.
Or you kept bringing it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, you kept the casserole dish.
Exactly. That's exactly. Yeah.
Again, as with most things with people, that are in the public sphere, you immediately think, well, how many, who are all the other people that we're not talking about? I mean, it's like, yeah, I get it. It's making the news because she's, front and center in people's living rooms every day. But like, okay, well, what about all the people?
Right, that go missing all the time.
Yeah. I think Trump's behind it.
When in doubt, sure,
Yeah.
just go ahead and say it.
He
I'll
just wants to
back
get the
you up.
news off of him. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
kidnap her.
One more distraction.
More distraction. Yeah, so we're still staring at snow that came 2 weeks ago. and-
It's depressing.
It is depressing.
And then that became ice. Like yesterday, I was like leaving my house, and I hit the brake at the end of the driveway.
And just kept going.
Kept going. It's like, oh, here we go, right in the 31W. Hey,
Hey
yeah,
guys.
nice.
Yeah.
That gets a heart beating a little bit.
Yeah, and you're the road coming into here. to the
Oh,
studio.
isn't it nice?
Yeah.
Yeah, we called the
Real nice.
city a couple of times. They're like, yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Yeah, a lot of the side roads downtown are in pretty bad shape. So I can
Are they?
understand,
Yeah.
understand why. Because we went to
It's
eat
crazy.
at Hammerheads the other night.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. And
Same old, same old.
Oh, same old. It's delicious. And we brought home the truffle fries.
Yep.
And our fridge still smells. So I can't. It's like we've thrown them away. Like I think we have to throw away the refrigerator now.
I was going to say you probably already know this trick, but
Put 'em
man,
in the
those
air
things
fryer.
were made for the air fryer.
Yeah. We didn't do it. We didn't eat them in time, so that they had to go. It's like if you don't do it,
Yeah,
your
within a day or
fridge is
so.
just permeated with that smell. So, well, I think we should move on to introducing our guest today.
Yeah, it's funny because our guest, when I was just reading little snippets and getting a little familiar, it's a perfect timing with all the snow on the ground, and this guest is more associated with beautiful springtime and Kentucky
Yes, but
Derby.
also we've talked about it, the weather is part of the news. This person is not a person that's shied away from being on TV in the news and in that area. She is the self-professed queen of covering the lifestyle aspect of the Kentucky Derby.
And thank God we finally got somebody that's not a dude. It's been all dudes.
A lot
for
heavy
while.
dude.
It's been a lot of dudes.
Yeah.
So hope this person knows there's a lot of heavy lifting on the behalf of the female category.
Well, I think that she'll bring something that's just a better perspective than just a bunch of dudes all the time. So
The bar is low.
the bar is super low. But yeah, we're talking about sports. This person also is an avid runner, so she could tell us a little bit about that. But let's just get right to it. It's none other than Louisville's own. Well, she's not from Louisville originally. We'll get to that. But
But they've adopted her.
yes, absolutely. Kirby Adams.
Hey.
Kirby.
Welcome to the show.
I just wheeled in on my big wheel, talking about The Shining.
Nice.
It wasn't easy getting through that driveway.
I know.
I got lost down inside
I
of one of those
know.
big gullies.
It
But
is
I'm glad
crazy.
to be here.
Well, thank you for showing up to this and agreeing to and signing all the waivers and everything.
Yeah, I'm a little,
Did she sign
I'm a
all of
little
them?
nervous.
I didn't even know we had a waiver.
Oh, it's lengthy.
Actually, it's
Wow.
pronounced wafer. We gave her vanilla wafers.
Oh,
earlier,
nice,
so-
nice.
Vanilla
Which I
wafer.
do love.
Yes.
I
Yeah?
do love a vanilla wafer
Oh
dunked
my
in coffee.
God. I forgot about those.
I know.
It's
I mean-
actually, they're Nilla wafers.
Well,
I think
once your children are older, you just really don't have a desire
don't.
to go out and buy
Nilla
like,
wafers. Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
That
they're
and
so
Cheerios.
tied, they're
Yeah,
so
yeah.
tied to the banana pudding that
Yeah.
people forget you don't have to, like, they can be on their own.
They could have them sans pudding.
Sans pudding. So you're a fan of the wafer.
I
You
am.
like the
I
wafer.
am. I love to start my day with a little dunk in the. And maybe it goes back to my Seattle days. A little dunk of a biscotti and
yeah.
coffee. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, when did you come to Louisville? When did you move to Louisville?
So a long time ago.
Well, I'm
It's
just trying to remember because
So it was from. I worked in TV out in Seattle, which that was accidental too. I was racing the Olympic trials in the state of Washington, and I needed to get out of the village of athletes for a while because we had a week of racing. So I thought I'll take a little day trip to Seattle, and it was sunny. And I thought, this is really great. Maybe I'll move from Texas to Seattle because this is interesting. So I got a job in Seattle at King 5 TV,
Oh, King. Yeah.
and it rained every day
yeah.
from
You went-
October 31st.
You went the one day that it did.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
exactly right. I was
what
like,
part of Texas were you from?
I was in San Antonio.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
at a tennis school.
Oh,
I was
really?
at Trinity University back when.
Wow.
Yeah, we were a
Really?
powerhouse in tennis.
Was
and I
that-
saw John McEnroe play
Oh, yeah.
our team, like
Oh,
his
John
one
McEnroe.
semester of college, I think.
Nice.
And we would watch tennis at Trinity University like we were going to a football game. There were
Yeah,
kegs and we'd be on rooftops and
Big celebration.
and cans would be thrown onto the. You wouldn't have liked that. Cans
that's
were thrown
awesome.
onto the courts, and John McEnroe got very angry
I
about
already
that.
love it.
Imagine he was always angry. I mean,
Maybe that's what she started it on.
I know.
Love.
Got hit with that can
That's
one time.
So
Yeah.
awesome.
I love San Antonio. That's such a great city.
It was great.
Beautiful city.
It was great.
Born and raised there?
Born in Chicago actually, and
Wow,
I
Okay.
thought
Is there a city you haven't lived in? Let's just start there. Maybe it's easier.
there are many cities I'd like to live in, but it was a winter very much like what we're having right now. And I was walking to the bus stop because I didn't have a car in high school, and I was walking to the bus stop, and I'm like, I'm out of this one horse town. I'm going someplace warm, and so I went to
Chicago, a one-horse town.
It's just a
Well,
big, it's a big horse.
It's a really big.
It's like a Trojan.
Yeah, it's the
You've seen the big one.
Clydesdale.
It's about
Yeah.
that size.
The
of bean.
Clydesdale.
Yeah.
You know what everyone says?
Yeah.
I live in Chicago. Well,
Yeah,
I lived
yeah.
in the northwest suburbs,
Gotcha.
but so I went to San Antonio to go to college and ended up
Nice.
staying down there. And then I went to Seattle.
So down in San Antonio,
Yeah.
did you go down
San Antonio.
San Antonio? Did you go for a broadcast, or what was your dream?
Geology. I wanted to be a geologist.
That
Really?
wasn't written anywhere on your submission.
No, I
that's
mean,
why we
it's-
do these interviews, man.
It's not all that interesting.
She's like, rocks are cool.
They are cool. I love rocks.
Yep.
I love that whole thing. I don't know what happened. I had I don't know. You know, you're 19 years old and you're like, wait a minute, this video camera seems kind of cool,
Yeah.
and I'm kind of a show off. I think maybe I want to do this.
And that was an exciting time for that technology, too.
It was.
I mean,
it was
you
just
know,
starting.
It was like being a rock star back then.
It was.
Yeah, yeah.
Those
From
were the
loving
days.
rocks to being a rock
Yeah.
star.
Yeah,
It's like,
Yeah.
The correlation.
Actually, I got advised by somebody who had owned an oil company. He said, this is not the time to get into geology. It was like the oil industry had kind of gone sideways for a while. I don't remember that, but
Was that Enron? Is that who that was?
Yeah. No, he was saying,
Halliburton.
yeah. You just need to wait another 10,000 years, and it'll be a perfect time.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reason why I was asking because I remember,
When I arrived,
you were a big deal. You were a big deal.
was I?
Yeah,
Still
yeah.
a big deal.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, but it wasn't television. It was like a news magazine, wasn't it?
It was. It was called Louisville Tonight Live.
Live.
And
That's
I
what it
didn't
was.
think people thought that was a big deal.
It was a big
This
deal.
guy
I-
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt like
was
it was
promoted-
hard to break in.
It was promoted so much. It was like a big deal.
Well,
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, they told me I was coming for 1 year.
Oh, wow.
I left my house and everything in Seattle. I'm like, okay, I'll show up for 1 year.
Oh, for a 1-year commitment.
Yeah. And the only reason I said yes, because they took me around to all these neighborhoods to show me. And I was like, I can't leave Seattle.
What
They were
was
taking
it?
me to the wrong neighborhoods. When they drove me through Cherokee Park,
Yeah.
I thought, wait, I could live here.
Right.
Yeah.
And they took me up Cherokee Parkway. And at the time, Colonel Castleman was still
Yep.
Yeah.
that
Yep.
statue. And I said, can you go back around and take me back into there? And so I said, yeah, I can do this.
Yep.
Because
Nice.
I love to be outside.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Cherokee neighborhood.
Yep.
It was.
So
it
Cherokee's
was. And I
is the
lived
reason
right
why you're
there.
here.
You probably came to some parties at my place.
I did. I
No,
came to
maybe-
one.
He got
Oh,
kicked
one.
out of a few.
Yeah.
Did anyone catch on fire?
No.
Okay.
Sean told me about that story recently, so we'll
Yes.
talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever, so just a little history. Kirby and I both worked at WHAS for a
Mhm.
little bit. And whenever I started, it was kind of the same for me because I came from Murray, which is a small town. So I came to the big city, work at the big news station, and Louisville Tonight Live was a big deal for me too.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, it was fun. I mean,
Yeah.
you look back on life and you think, man, I had a good deal. I had, like
Yeah.
in Seattle, working for King 5 TV, I worked for an entertainment show too. And I traveled all over the world
Mhm.
just on someone else's dime.
Yeah,
And the
yeah,
same
yeah.
thing in San
Great.
Antonio.
Yeah.
So I've gotten into situations which I cannot believe now. I mean,
Yeah.
because I had that entree. So
Yeah.
yeah. So anyway, so I came to Louisville, and 9 months into that 1 year gig, I met John Grants. And then I fell in love.
Oh.
Yay.
And
Always
I've
the
been
guy.
here ever since.
Congratulations.
Nice. And they said it wouldn't last.
They said it wouldn't last. And so it's fun.
You said that rocks was your first love.
Yeah.
But then you saw this entertainment. So did you always, once you got into that, did you see that this was being in front of the camera was what felt right? Like, did you?
No.
No.
I liked behind the.
Really? Okay.
Mm-hmm. But my job always was, I was carrying the cameras. I was
Doing it all.
doing it all. And back in those days, the cameras were huge.
Yeah.
And I'm 5'1". So, and I was carrying also an audio situation.
An audio. That's a good word for it.
I can't think of what it was. It was like a it's like
So what's your audio?
It was
situation?
That's. Can you change Rick Boone's title to audio situation?
I think that's his title already. That's why I was like, oh, wow.
That sounds right.
an audio situation.
You have worked in this business for a while.
I don't know. I mean, it was
It was probably
a rig?
probably back in those days. You had a camera. You
Input
had a
mixer.
camera and an umbilical that went to the deck. So you
Yes,
probably
it was the
carried
deck.
Yeah.
It was the deck.
So
that
like a
had
patch
audio.
right in.
That had audio on.
And the tapes we used
Oh,
were
God.
giant. It was
know.
very hard for me.
It's so funny. I mean, we look back at that time and we're basically like Neanderthals, like
Yeah.
chiseling shit on a cave wall.
It's-
I mean, it's amazing that stuff even works.
It's so
Yeah.
true because when
Yeah.
I started, they didn't use it anymore, but the TV station still had film equipment because they, film at 11.
Yep.
Yeah,
Quite
for
literally.
For
Yeah.
real. Yeah.
That's because they couldn't get it back.
Yeah. Yeah.
At 5 o'clock
Exactly.
news conference, you couldn't get it back and ready
Process it
until
in
11
time
o'clock.
to-
But but I was also the one that would try to tell the on-air people how to talk correctly, how to enunciate things.
Nice.
And finally I thought, why am I doing this? I could do it myself
Bingo.
and
Yep.
make more money.
Yep.
And so,
I'm not gonna give away all my secrets.
Yeah.
so at that point, I
Yeah.
made a little pivot.
Get out of the way, idiot.
Move.
Yep.
Good for you.
Yeah.
We all know of those people that are called talent. It's like, wait a second.
Yeah.
That's a loose term.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know what? I think it made me better at what I do because I did all the
Totally.
behind
Because you
the
had
scenes.
an understanding of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. And I didn't
process of
let
it.
the videographer that worked with me, I didn't never let them carry all the equipment.
Yeah.
I helped them carry
Absolutely.
it, so,
It's a teamwork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I would be cognizant of, you know what, this interview's been going on a long time and my videographer is standing here holding that
In the
camera.
hot
And so
sun,
I'd be like,
yeah.
let's stop this for a
Yeah,
second.
yeah.
So that's that in that sense, I think I'm a little unusual.
No, I think we talk about that all the time. That we're video guys and event guys, but we have this very intimate knowledge of all the inner workings of all these other parts of the whole production.
Mm-hmm.
So we respect those positions and know
Very much so.
Yeah, that it's definitely a team effort, and I think it just makes you more talented. It makes you have a better understanding of the whole process. So that's kudos to you on that.
But it is a fun job, isn't it? Sometimes?
Most of the time.
Most of the
No,
time.
it is. No,
Most of the time it's fun. Most of the time.
No, it is.
Is it?
yeah.
It
Yeah.
100%.
I mean, I would say that same
Yeah.
thing
No,
about
I think
it's 80% of it's fun.
No, the like you said, you get to travel, and
Mhm.
the opportunities that this job has given us to do some pretty amazing things is pretty great.
Yeah.
That's the bonus of it. It's like I didn't sign up for that part of it, but thank God that it's there.
Yeah.
So, I want to go back to this one part that you wrote for us back in Seattle.
Gee, I wish I had spent more time on this essay.
Oh, we're going to tear it apart,
Yeah, yeah.
Kirby. We're going to tear it apart.
I'm going to plug this into Chat
You
GPT and get a few little
You were on
comments.
a comedy show in Seattle.
I
Could
certainly
you
was.
please elaborate on it?
So, yes,
With
I
a
will.
very well-known person, from what I
Because-
understand.
I always laugh about this. When kids are like, I'm going to talk about my two daughters. I have a daughter who's 28 now and one who's 26. But when they were little in preschool, they would fill out questionnaires, or their teacher would help them fill out questionnaires. And one of them was like, what does your mom do all day while you're at school? And they like, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
How old is your mom? 78. What?
Is that not it? No.
But one of mine was my kids said, it was like, what does your mom do for, does she work? What does she do? And they're like, she works on a computer. And I thought, what? But that's all they would ever see. They didn't come and watch me
Right,
do
yeah.
newscasts because that would be a little bit disruptive.
Sure.
But anyway, so the only thing I think that they are very proud of is what you're asking about here. When I was in Seattle, I worked on this entertainment TV show called Evening Magazine. And then on the side, this is back in the heyday of TV when there was
yeah.
money.
Yeah. Yeah.
That money in TV.
We had another show called Almost Live, and it came on.
It was straight to tape. I'm sorry.
That's the subtitle
I
for
like
this
that.
show.
I just
I like
love
that.
all those
Almost live
television
straight to
names. I love all those television tapes.
Almost live.
Sorry.
Almost Live.
It was almost
with
good,
John
too, when I
Keister. John Keister, yeah. And it came on right before Saturday Night Live.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Oh,
And it was
nice.
actually live. We had a live studio audience, but we did things which should probably be considered now very politically incorrect. In fact, they are politically incorrect.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the sketches we used to do would end up on Comedy Central.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
but they are gone.
Wiped.
They
no
are wiped
evidence
out.
For
left.
a good
wow.
reason.
But one of them was
Oh no! Oh, you're about ready to get canceled, girl.
I
know. Oh, I love it.
one of them. No, this one actually was pretty nice. There was a guy that was on our show, and so I would do this one. This wasn't my gig, my full-time gig. My full-time gig was that other show, but
Sure.
this was like if they needed somebody to do little extra sketches or whatever. There was a guy that worked on the show who did experiments, and he would wear a white lab coat, and it was live.
Who is this?
And his
guy?
name was Bill Nye.
I think it's William Nye.
Nice.
William Nye.
Probably
Nice.
William Nye.
That's awesome.
And he
awesome.
also had this sketch, and he knew I was a cyclist and a runner, and it was called Speedwalker. And Speedwalker would fight crime.
Speedwalker.
Speedwalker.
Ranger. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What was
Speedwalker, Texas Ranger.
It was like
Pedestrian
that.
Ranger.
It was Pedestrian Ranger. And so we had little capes, and we had outfits.
Oh, that's
And we had green
awesome.
screens, and like I'd get on the rollers on my bike, and it would look like, here comes Speedwalker.
Wow.
We fought crime, speedwalking.
A lot of people ask the
That's
question, what would
awesome.
you do with a time machine? I
wanna
what
go
would
back
do.
and
I know
see
what I would
that.
do. I'd be speedwalking.
Come back and watch the show.
So-
So let me ask you this, because
Yeah, I did learn how to
love
speedwalk.
him. Was he fun to work with?
He was fun to work with, and a nice guy.
Yeah.
But intense,
Yep.
but a nice guy. And my daughter ended up working in Washington, D.C., and I think he lives in Washington, D.C.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And she saw him in the Ace Hardware, and she called me and she said, "Hey, Mom, I think I see Bill Nye the Science Guy." And I said, "Well, go tell him that you're
Pedestrian walker.
go
Speed walk by him real quick.
fighting crime."
Kirby says hi.
I go tell him that you're my maiden name is Oliver. Go tell him that you're Kirby Oliver's daughter, Speedwalker, the other speed. And so
Did
she
she?
was amazed that Bill Nye the
He
Science
remembered.
Guy
That's awesome.
knew who she was talking about.
That's awesome.
Because I think maybe in the backs of their heads, they always thought, their minds, they thought, she's making that up. But why would you make that up?
Of all
Exactly.
things.
Too weird.
It's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
specific
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
Bill Nye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh.
It's probably one of my greatest claims to fame. That and my William Shatner.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
Well,
Elaborate
let's
on that.
segue right
Yeah.
in.
From one William to another William.
Yeah. Oh,
From one guy to
you
another
are
guy.
so fast. I know. I may be the only female, but I'm only going to talk about men.
Yeah.
That's all they ever talk about.
Yeah.
Too, so it's great.
The men too.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's enough.
Well, I don't.
Anyway.
I know. Is
William
that even
Shatner.
interesting to you? To me, I love this. All right. So, first of all, I will tell you, many years ago, I got sent to Rock Creek Writing Center to go interview William Shatner.
Oh, he was there at
He's-
Rock Creek?
Yes, he was competing. And nobody told me.
Competing?
Yeah, he rides.
Big enthusiast.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot what they're called. They're the
Horses.
horses on the cart.
I forgot what they're called. They're horses, Kirby.
The big dogs you sit on?
It's a horse.
This is what we do. So
And that thing, yep, that's a saddle. Yep, keep it going.
Hooves.
You have to forgive us. We're 12-year-old boys.
I know. I'm sorry.
I have little brothers. I can do
I
this.
know. And
Little
so
is the key.
I can do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cat
I
and a ball
can
of
hang
yarn.
on.
we have fun.
I can hang on.
All right, so Rock Creek,
So we're
William
at Rock
Shatner.
What I was going to say was he doesn't just ride on the horse. He rides in a cart behind the horse. And there's
Oh,
some
yeah, yeah.
name for that. And
Yes.
it's actually very dangerous.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Because they're going like 40 miles an hour
Yeah.
around. So anyway,
He had a really good toupee, didn't he?
yes, he did. Yes. I saw that, by the way, that boxing thing.
Wasn't that
That was
hilarious?
crazy. Like that little black line. It was I said, what is that? The glue?
No,
What was
that's all
that?
he could afford on the actual implants, and yeah, so,
Oh, my
it's
God.
expensive, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
William Shatner,
so
Rock
William
Creek.
Shatner, they sent me out and they said, hey, he's going to be over there. Run over there and get some. You hate this when this happens because nobody set it up. William Shatner does not know I'm showing
Yeah,
up.
see, that's
Yeah.
the worst.
And it was very bad.
That's the
And
worst.
I actually cried.
He made you cry.
He made me cry.
Well, that's very on brand for Bill.
Yeah,
Well-
let me hear it. What do you
Really?
remember?
Yeah.
What the phrase was that put the nail in the coffin? For
Well,
you?
it was that I didn't realize it when he's competing, and I do get this as an amateur athlete. He didn't want to talk about Star Trek.
Yeah.
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 He wanted to talk about what he was there for. And for whatever reason, they sent me there to ask a I had this happen with
You were set
with
up.
Willie
Yeah.
Nelson too. Willie
Yeah,
Nelson
that's
said
Is that also William Nelson?
only only going to talk about Williams.
And after that, we have a Clinton story. So, yeah, let's keep it
I
going.
think I have a bill. Yeah. So,
Bill 2, go.
so years later, I'm at this concert, and my husband was actually producing this concert. It was at the Brown Theater, and Ben Folds was there, and he goes, "I want you all to sing after me." So he'd sing some notes. This is stay with me, guys. It's Ben Folds.
We're here.
And so
we're on.
Everyone in the audience would sing these notes like
Just a call and
yeah.
response.
And then we sang some actual lyrics, which I could probably repeat for you, but I won't. Anyway, all of that got put into this song called Common People, and it's a William Shatner spoken word album, and it's the best thing.
Really?
It's
a William Shatner spoken album?
Yeah, you don't
so
remember when they
good.
went through the
Oh, it's Rocket
became
Man. I remember
viral.
Rocket Man.
Tambourine Man.
But he
Oh,
did a
never-
collection of them.
It's
my
so good. And to me, of all these things I've done, and I've done some very cool things in life, when I listen to Common
we're
People,
only in 20 minutes in, and you've already like,
I know.
I can't compete with this resume.
I know.
but
I know.
this is a
Kirby
remake.
Gump.
It's a remake of Pulp. Pulp was a band in the 70s, a British band, and it's a remake of that song. And I can tell you, because I've listened to it hundreds of times, it gives me goosebumps. So when I can hear us all come in and start to sing at 2 minutes and 43 seconds in, and then we go all the way through to the end, and it's like so exciting to me to be able to like go to Spotify and pull
Yeah.
That's
that
pretty
up.
We'll have to link to that.
Yeah,
It's
100%.
great. I think you'll love it.
That's
Oh, I love it already.
Oh, but so then years later, this just 2 years ago, I got a call and they're like, William Shatner is getting this award at the state fair. He was competing.
Can you go ask him some questions about Star Trek?
And I was like,
Still need those Star Trek
I-
questions answered.
I so prepared for that. They go, he's going to give you 5 minutes. And I was like, okay, I'm going to nail this.
Yes.
And so I thought, I'm never asking a single question about Star Trek, but I went with the theme of what a daredevil he is, because at that point he'd gone into space, and I knew how dangerous it was that he did this in basically a basketball arena,
Yeah.
speeding around, and he loved it. And when I left there, I was like, yes, take that, William Shatner.
Did you ever have a moment where you told him, you may not remember, but
I did not.
yeah, good.
But I did mention it to the person that set the whole thing up, and he goes, yeah. He goes, one time we had this young reporter come out and he made her cry. And I go, that was me. And I wasn't going to let that
What a
happen
great
again.
full circle moment.
Oh, that's awesome.
I go,
You know, it's so
it
funny.
makes me almost want to cry now
Yeah.
when I think about
Yeah.
how bad I felt at
That's
Rock Creek.
awesome, though.
I saw a picture of Shatner the other day, stuck in LA traffic, eating a bowl of cereal.
Oh, somebody grabbed a candid of him or something for TMZ.
And everybody was just like, why is he eating a bowl of cereal? And it's like, dude, the motherfucker is 93 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You're stuck in LA
doing,
traffic.
He's doing something right.
Was he driving or was he being driven?
No, he was driving himself. I mean, and which I'm like, that's awesome.
I've actually seen
You
that
know?
on 64, people going to work probably in
Oh,
Frankfurt,
God. I've
eating
seen
a bowl of
crazy-
cereal,
I've seen crazy
reading a
shit.
newspaper.
Yeah. Oh, I've seen crazy shit too, driving back and forth.
Oh, I bet you have.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, that should we make a whole podcast just
Oh,
about
my
that.
God. And it's gotten worse, you know.
Yeah.
but That's awesome, man.
It was fun.
So you'd said something about Willie Nelson as
Oh,
well.
yeah. My very first celebrity interview ever when I was in San Antonio.
That was your first celebrity interview?
Yes.
With Willie Nelson?
Yes.
Okay.
And we had a national office in San Francisco. And
Did
they're
he
like,
smell like weed?
well, I had to go ask him a question about weed.
Oh, you did?
Did
He
you
had
really?
just done a movie called Redheaded Stranger.
Yes.
And they sent me out to this field where he was shooting something for that movie. And they set up these two, director's chairs. And the two of us were sitting there and the cameras were all going. And the only thing the national office wanted me to ask was it true something had come out in the news that he smoked pot with his kids at home? So I was so nervous. I really thought to myself, okay, I'm going to be sick. So I thought, I imagined him sitting on a toilet.
This is the behind the scenes tricks of the trade with Kirby Adams.
And it worked. I mean, it calmed me down because I thought, oh, he's a regular
Okay, now
guy.
stop for a second. You imagine him what?
On
Sitting
a toilet.
I had to.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's he doing on the toilet? Is he playing banjo?
No,
or-
I just imagined him with
Smoking
his
some weed.
probably smoking weed.
What year do you think this was?
This was like 1985, 86.
So it's very different than if you're asking Willie this question today, obviously.
Exactly.
This was.
It was a deal.
Yeah.
It was a deal.
Yeah.
So corporate asked you to do
Yeah, the corporate. Yeah. And so I asked all these questions I knew they weren't going to use about the movie. And that's the thing I don't like about our business.
Not having control of the edit.
Well, no, that's why I love editing.
Well, because you have control.
Yeah.
No, what were you saying?
I don't like when I have to go do something that's deceitful like that.
Oh, God.
Because you're laying the groundwork with those knowing that the reason you're there is for the
Yes.
The gotcha.
And I think
aspect of it.
the more years I was in the business, the more I learned just not to say yes to things like that, which I did that recently.
and that comes with some of that comes with just
this was my first, right out of college.
Yeah,
and they're like, go interview Willie Nelson.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. My entire career hinges on this one interview. You got that mind.
That is exactly what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I knew I was out of questions about the movie. I go, well,
Before we go,
Let me just fire up this dude.
Yeah, how your
Want some?
how your kids doing? Do you think they would like?
I was not that cool. I was not that. I wish I had been that cool.
so
Because
did
then
you
I go-
did you just try to take the air out of it to take some of the steam out?
I
or
just
what
go, so, all right, so the movie's coming out when? And then corporate wants me to ask, are you
Oh, I like
Yeah.
the way
Are you-
phrase it.
smoking
mean,
a lot of
first-
pot in your living room with your kids?
Like right out of left field.
Yeah.
Yeah, just ridiculous.
What's he say?
And he says, you know what, Kirby, I've enjoyed this interview, but I'm not going to answer that.
Good for him.
Good for him is right.
Yeah.
I love Willie Nelson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love him.
It's worked
National
out fine for
treasure.
him. It's worked
Yeah.
out fine for him.
Willie
I think he's
Nelson,
okay.
national treasure.
I don't listen-
Isn't it
yeah.
weird how all that's changed? I mean, there is really no gotcha moment in news or interviews anymore.
No.
That's what Twitter's for.
I mean, there is no gotcha at all. I mean, just like this
Not
morning.
if you're paying attention.
I mean, just like this morning, where you saw the thing that the president posted last night.
Oh, yeah.
It's terrible.
what
yeah.
happened?
What?
We'll talk about it later. It's just,
Yeah.
it's pretty
Later?
bad. It's pretty bad.
It is so bad and so racist, and he took it down.
Oh, the Obamas?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But there's no gotcha moments anymore. There's no like, oh, that'll get you in trouble.
Right.
Or,
I saw a post the other day about Gary Hart. And it's
oh
like,
yeah.
see this photo right here? It's Gary
Yeah.
Hart standing next to a woman.
Yeah. Or
And-
Remember how
she was
that
sitting-
brought him
She was
down?
sitting on his
Brought him
lap.
down.
Yeah. Sitting on his
Yeah,
lap, yeah.
that was that.
We
I
take
thought,
that in a minute today.
I know.
Please.
I know.
Take it in a minute.
I
It's like,
think back
really?
to what was said on that bus
Yes.
between Billy Bush
Yep.
and
Yeah.
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah,
And I
if
think
that didn't do it, there's
nothing
Yeah.
will.
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
We're in a different time. Yeah.
Your experience in news. Where do you see news and television
I was
today?
gonna. That's where I was gonna ask James.
Well, I'm
It's like
sorry.
you're
That's fine.
mind
I
melding.
know.
Dude, we've got ESPN.
No, we're gonna tell you all the scores before they happen.
Your question. Tee it up again.
Yeah, I'm just sort of curious. Where do you think television is now? Where do you think it's going? Because the funny thing is, you mentioned something that's like, yeah, they used to have a ton of money back in the day. They were the
Mhm.
only source of media, the only source of advertising, the only source of weather, so
The only
yes,
outlet.
Yeah. So where do you see that in this day and age?
I had I don't know if he was the general manager when you were there or not, but when I was at WHS, I had a general manager named Bob Klingel, who's
Oh, yes.
no longer living.
Yes.
But he and
I
I,
remember Bob.
Yeah.
he
Know the name.
he used to like bring me into his office and we'd just have chats, which I appreciated.
Sure.
I like having a mentor like that. And long before anybody else was talking about it, he'd say, you know what? Everyone was talking about how things were splintering, into cable and all of that. And so it was harder to get the audience. But he was the first person who ever said to me, I've been reading these books and it's going to go to the internet. I'm like, no, it won't. Who's going to try to get their news from
AOL
Their
chat room.
their computer?
Yeah.
I just didn't.
You've got news.
Yeah. And to think, like my daughter worked as is a reporter for Spectrum News in Asheville, and all she looks at is her phone.
Yeah.
So I think that it's going to be very difficult to continue on with the
Traditional.
with traditional
style.
everything I do for the Courier now, which you know, I don't even think about the newspaper. I don't think about the paper copy.
Right.
And that's not to say that people who read the paper
Right.
copy, I'm glad that they do. But I think as I'm writing things, because I'm visual, I'm thinking about what it's going to look like on phones.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And
Yeah,
I'm thinking
great.
about the video, because I make videos for mine.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm thinking
You're
about,
thinking of composition for that medium
Yeah.
and not the paper.
I never think about the paper. So anyway, I think it's going to continue to splinter like that. And I hope that people start to come back around and start to be smart to realize that you have to find places to get your news information that are trusted.
Trustworthy
Yeah.
sources, and that's the one thing that I really enjoyed about college education. Was you learned about that. You
Mhm.
learned about those things. You learned about yellow
Critical
journalism.
thinking.
You learned about yellow journalism in the day. You
Right.
learned about all these different things, and it's so bizarre how folks are really getting these echo chambers now, and it's really scary
Mm-hmm.
when you take that in combination with the stuff that we can do in AI now.
Right.
I mean, I can make anybody do anything.
Yeah,
and
it would-
it's crazy.
I never thought that there would be a time in my life where I had to explain truth,
Right.
and I feel like that's
Where
where
it
we are.
wasn't an absolute.
Yeah. Which it used to be like, oh, it's just the truth because it's it's been recorded or it's been captured. You say, well, that's just what happened. But now even truth is argued from either
Oh, it's
what
crazy.
the
Your
different
truth, my
angles,
truth. Yeah.
your different perspective, what you bring to it, the technology aspect of it. So yeah, it's incredibly challenging to be in the business that you're in and to expect people to trust what you're putting out is something they can rely on.
Yeah.
That's really difficult.
I think it's interesting too.
Or did you dodge it by being just staying in the entertainment world a
Well,
little bit?
I honestly did dodge it
Yeah.
purposefully
Yeah.
because I realized very early on that I did not want to put my life into situations where I was covering things that were to me very sad and very depressing. I didn't want to cover murders and house fires and that type of thing.
Yep.
But I find great pleasure in
and starting them.
starting
I
them.
heard it here first.
That's Kirby Arson Adams.
Well, I do kind of like a fire.
Girl likes a fire.
But yeah, no, I mean, I really purposefully
Yeah.
thought and I think that there is a talent to being able to
100%.
profile stories on people. And I just did one on Terry Miners, and I had such a good time doing that
He seems
Be-
like such a gem.
because I didn't just go, well, he's been on the air for 50 years. I mean, I talked to people who he had done really, really kind things for
Yeah.
that nobody knows about, which is my favorite way to find, I like it when people
Yeah.
just do things
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
they're
It's the thing
doing
to
the
do.
right thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they don't then ask for a lot of publicity for it.
Right.
Exactly.
But yeah, so that's what I like to do.
Yeah, because I come from a journalistic background. That's what I
Mhm.
went to school for, everything. And I do think that the majority of journalists get into the business to show the truth.
I really admire investigative reporters.
Oh, yeah.
And I really do that. They are, they're badass. That's
Yep.
amazing what they do. What I was going to say was that what I do think is sad is that we now have such polarized media. Something I never thought about
It's crazy.
when I was coming up through this. And my husband works for Louisville Public Media, and people,
Which-
they're so far left.
Yeah, which we should talk about that too, because that's a really cool thing that he's involved in.
Yeah.
With Waterfront Wednesday
Yeah.
and all that. Yeah, we'll get to that. But
Well, you know what? I mean, we all know what I'm about to say, but I think it's too bad that people don't try to get their news from a more well-rounded, even if you don't feel like it's well-rounded,
Absolutely, and that's what
try sampling a bunch.
that's what we
Yeah.
were taught. In college, it was
Mhm.
like you look for these different sources and you make your judgment based on the sources that you read.
Yeah.
And
because the
Facts
truths
are
are
important.
in there somewhere.
But that requires critical.
I know
It
and
does.
And effort. And
But
effort.
it's-
Effort.
yeah, but
That's the big.
it's so much easier to make a meme now.
Mhm. Yeah.
And that's the scary thing. It's like
It's even easier just to repost the meme. You don't have to make it anymore.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
repost it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk about your husband's involvement with that.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
That's- I mean, 'cause-
the Music Man.
Yeah, because I mean, not only are you involved with your side of it, but your husband is involved with the entertainment world a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. It's kind of
about
fun.
that. Yeah.
It's kind of fun to be to sleep with the guy that
You too?
behind the music.
Anything for a backstage pass.
That's right. That's right.
You know, I'm the original roadie.
So your husband produces, he's on the team that produces Waterfront Wednesdays?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. No, I always laugh about him because he's not like a big music guy. He's not like Kyle Meredith. He doesn't know the artists as much and this genre and that genre. John knows how
So
to.
you're like, who's this Willie Nelson guy you keep talking about?
He still thinks the traveling Wilburys are still traveling.
So when does it start?
Waterfront Wednesday starts in April and it goes through September, and it's a very cool thing
Yes,
for
it is.
Louisville.
It's
We
very
have
cool.
a big free live music concert
Yeah.
once a month, the last Wednesday.
The last Wednesday of the month.
Yeah.
Nice.
Although
Down
some-
on the waterfront.
On the
Hence
waterfront,
name.
which is beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, you have it, the sun's going down over the Ohio River, and you've got these artists coming through. Some of them you've heard of, some of them you haven't. Charlie Crockett. I remember when Charlie Crockett came through, and it was just this beautiful night.
He's
and
amazing.
there were all these boats out on the river.
It's a great family night too.
Yeah.
Bringing family down, dogs.
It's
Yeah.
the best.
Yeah, actually, one
Yeah.
of our guests on a previous episode, he's performed there. He was with Ben.
Love Jones. Did
Love Jones.
Yeah.
Tonight.
They
Yeah.
tonight and tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Headliners.
Yep.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
They're the best.
They are the best, and
Jimmy Fallon loves them.
Yeah.
Yes, he
that
does.
that venue to see, like we've seen bands there that have now blown up since then, and it's like, and it was free.
Yeah.
And it's, yep.
Yeah.
and
Just
so-
a great chill evening.
Yeah.
Again, even take the dog, your lawn chairs.
You can be
bring
as
something
close as
to
you
eat.
want. You can be as far back as you want.
Just a great
You could
time.
go there and not listen to a single band and have a fantastic
I
time.
kind of don't. I end up just talking with people. It's
Yeah.
a big social
Yeah.
event. But you know what? You might like to have John come on sometime because he has these
Well,
stories.
if you got his number, we'd love to have that.
Let me
Wanna
say
hear
it
more
right now
about
over the air because every musician who's ever wanted to get a gig. But I mean, he's got these stories about like producing concerts at Iroquois
Oh, I'm
Park
sure.
and Chris Christopherson being locked in his dressing room by his wife because he was known to sneak out and this and that, and
Mhm.
him coming out and looking around the corner and going, she's gone. And John, he's got some great stories about that kind of thing. But it is, my daughters did not know what it cost to buy a concert ticket until they went
Oh,
away.
Because
Bet you they were shocked.
They were very shocked.
That's
When they were
funny.
little, they hate, oh, we have to go to another concert that Dad's putting
don't want to
on.
see the Stones.
Falling asleep at my morning jacket at the Yum Center, Ugh.
Gross.
Exactly right. Why?
God, Dad, you're so uncool.
Wish you were like other dads.
Yeah.
Spent $800 on Lady Gaga. What the fuck?
So anyway, that's been an eye opener for them.
Yeah, we would love to have him on.
He's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
He's got some good
he
stories.
may
but
need to listen to this first and decide afterwards.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh, that's a bunch of those
can't
idiots.
do that, But hey, I brought something for you.
Oh, it's show and tell.
I have a show and tell for you.
Okay.
Can I bring it out?
Yes.
Okay. So I know that we're probably going to air this after the Olympics, but tonight
Oh, yeah.
is actually
No.
the opening night of the
No,
Winter
you don't
Olympics. And so I brought you, this is my Olympic torch that I ran with.
Oh,
This is the Olympic torch that in 1990, feel how heavy that is. In 1996, I
think this
ran
weighs
with
more
that.
than you did.
You got to keep?
I got to keep it. Well, you had to buy it.
Right.
But the way it works is, and like I mentioned, if hopefully it doesn't get cut out, but I raced my bike in the Olympic trials and I did okay. I didn't go to the Olympics. They only took 6, but I finished 8th. So I almost made it.
Wow.
And I had a full-time job, which was quite unusual.
Sure.
And then I won a running marathon, and I ran the Boston Marathon. And so I've always loved pushing myself in athletics. I'm not great at it, but I just like that.
Mhm.
So when I moved here, I found out they were going to be running the Olympic torch through Louisville. And so I kind of really worked hard to get
Yeah.
Oh,
the
this was on
opportunity.
the leg that came through here?
Yeah, I was in Southern Indiana. What I didn't realize is, you don't think about this, but they pass the flame all the way
Correct.
from
Right.
Yes.
Not
It's the flame that travels.
Yes, and so you have the opportunity to
That's
buy
awesome.
your Olympic torch. This was actually
So this was 96, Atlanta?
Yeah.
So the same year that Ali
Yeah.
ended
Yeah,
up.
did Ali
Oh,
pass
that's
this
awesome.
on? I mean, you're connected
No,
to
no.
Ali in some way, though. I mean,
Well, yeah, that flame traveled and he lit the
they
bulb.
flew them out too.
That,
Yeah,
that is awesome.
but see how
Yeah.
you could. Whoops, I'm sorry. But I wanted you to see it too because Louisville Slugger for that year, I think made this wooden part of the handle,
Oh,
and
wow.
You know what I would do if I had that?
what
I would totally like light my grill.
I do. That's why there's no more propane in it. I've been lighting the grill with it.
Oh, so here's a little behind the scenes.
I thought you were gonna say you were gonna turn it into a
intrigued me.
bong.
That's where there's a little propane cylinder that fits in there. and
Exactly
that's
right.
oh,
So
interesting.
I was
So
number
unlike the original
124.
Greeks, the original Greeks didn't have that, guys.
Yeah, I
No,
know.
they-
Yeah, no propane.
what?
No sans propane.
It was very fancy. Yeah,
That's
you
awesome.
stood in position for like an hour and a half.
Now I cannot not think about you at the grill cooking burgers.
It was
Awesome.
the
Like,
best.
hey, kids,
Yeah, see?
kids,
Yeah, too.
I don't know if
Yeah.
you know this.
Yeah, Mom, we know.
I
Light the
carried
damn
Victoria.
grill.
Yeah.
We're hungry.
Quit playing this up. Just cook the burgers, Mom.
That's exactly right.
That's awesome. That is
I would wait
so
for my
awesome.
friends to come over that I could impress.
What was this? Oh, that's weird.
Cue the music, John.
I'd
the
run.
hell is she
I'd run
doing?
through the backyard.
in slow motion.
You should really install a pepper grinder on the bottom of it.
Just one-stop
Is that
shop.
enough?
Yeah.
More?
That is awesome.
Yeah.
What a great prop.
So I thought you might like that.
That's
is awesome.
beautiful.
I taught boot camp for many years to a group of women over at St. Agnes, and every Olympic Games, because we did this outside, I would bring this and we would do a relay with this.
Oh, nice.
It's significant, though. I mean, that's not.
So can you recharge the propane cylinder?
I would think so. It's down. See, what they did was you stood in place
You
and
should start a YouTube channel where you just do hacks for
People that have one.
Yes,
things you
yes.
could do this.
You'd have 4 subscribers.
I turned mine into a lightsaber.
Somebody would come along and they'd push in on this and they would turn it, and now it starts
It's locked in.
And it activates.
coming out, and then the next you would come towards me with yours, and they told you very specifically, like
breathe on
You tip to
yeah,
them.
yeah, kind of.
I learned that as an acolyte in church, by the way.
exactly.
Good
This-
for you.
That's why I'm really good on Christmas Eve. I know how to do the
You know.
candles.
When they pass the yeah.
Do you light it with that? Do you light all the candles around?
She shows up at Christmas
Everywhere.
Eve.
Yeah.
You're like, oh
I'll
God,
be okay, guys.
I got this.
Kirby Adams, pew 4 again.
Oh my God. She's going to light the birthday cake again.
Actually,
Anything requiring a flame.
Exactly. Oh, it's the 4th of July again.
When you have to relight the pilot light every Christmas, oh God, birthday
I've
parties.
got to get this thing free.
You really we gotta
Reactivate it.
hire you out for
Yes.
that's awesome.
And always the soundtrack.
Always.
Yes.
Always. I
Always.
love
We
a
don't do a
soundtrack.
short-
Do
we
you-
don't do a short film.
Do you
based on
purposely
that.
blow out the pilot light on your water heater and call a plumber over?
Just
will this
show it.
help?
I got it. Oh yeah. You
Hang
know
on
I
just a
come here
second.
every year, lady.
Yeah, we know.
That is so
Yeah,
awesome.
Thank you for bringing that.
What
I
a
was
great,
not
unique
expecting that.
story.
See,
No, I didn't think you were.
You know, I've been wanting to get excited about the Olympics, but you know, I guess I will. I just,
You will.
you know, I just hate. You know, I don't.
I'm
Think, I don't, I
excited
don't, I
now
don't think
for this
America's
story.
liked too much right now in the world,
Mm.
and I understand why.
But at the same time, though, that's what the Olympics is. It kind of brings everybody down to hopefully the same level of like, yeah, let's put all that beside to the side and let's come together and
I hope so.
you know that I think that's the hope.
Well, and yeah, the additional hope to your point is that the athletes represent in such a way
The
that
best of us.
overshadows the stigma that our flag and country now has around
Well,
the world.
but also,
currently,
also
right?
heard like ICE agents were like going
Uh-huh.
over there as well, and it's like, are you going to be kidding me? I mean, so ICE agents are going
Yeah,
over.
going where?
to Milan.
Yes,
Yeah, why? How does
I
ICE
know.
have any jurisdiction in Milan?
I don't understand.
I wondered that same thing when I,
don't
heard
understand, but it's like
that. How can they show up?
it
Like,
sounds
how are
like
you
you're just
enforcing?
asking for trouble. I mean, and I hate
You think about what might happen at the horse races. that
Oh,
we have
I
coming
know.
up.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought about that.
I think that that's been.
I'm sure it's been discussed behind closed doors.
I've heard there's been payoffs on
I'm
it to
sure.
say that.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Well, speaking of horse racing,
I thought you might like to get
payoffs.
into
I
that.
thought you were going with
Do you like the way
payoffs.
it's almost like you've done this work before.
Kirby Segway Adams.
I'm like, how can I move us on? Okay, I know.
She's on staff now.
yeah.
Keep you on track.
You might be our fourth host now.
I would love that. You need a female in here.
We do.
My daughter,
And I'm free on Fridays.
my daughter has been it's like you need a young female perspective. Like
Well, not young, but female.
Check one
young
off.
at heart. Young at
I
heart.
am. Yeah, I am young at heart.
Yeah. So anyway, the Derby, like I said at the beginning.
How many?
Yeah.
How many
Derby?
have you done?
You know
20?
what?
20
Somebody
plus?
at least 20. Yeah, because I took a big break when I decided to leave TV and go do something else, and then I came back.
Yeah.
So-
And what capacity are you covering the Derby? Like you said, the entertainment, but
Right.
the Derby
So
itself
I
is
don't know
entertainment.
anything about the horses. Basically, I don't know
No,
what
the trainers,
half the time I-
jockeys. Well, you know some jockeys. You sent me some video.
I do know a
Yeah.
jockey or two.
Pat Day, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
What a
video.
na-
You mind-
another
we
national
might have to show
treasure.
that if you don't mind.
Oh yeah, you can
Yeah,
show that.
yeah,
I think I have more. I think that was. I think I sent you the video of when I first got on that. He has an exerciser horse in his basement, which, I mean, he has his the blanket of roses from when he won the Derby and stuff. It's amazing.
I'm
And
sure.
what a nice man.
Yeah, he's sweet.
And
He's
I
sweet.
like him because he's the same height as I am.
Actually,
just
You
look
might be
right
slightly
at-
taller, actually.
I think I am slightly taller. That's why I made him take off his shoes, and I took my shoes off. I go, let's measure this.
There you go.
Yes.
Good. Now you gotta get your cross. Here.
All right,
Come on.
see, I don't know
If
what's
you're gonna
going
do this, you gotta do it right. There you go, like that. That's
All right.
all across.
All right.
Okay. Now you get up off your, there you go.
This is now.
Yeah.
I don't
there you
think
go.
she may have the. Now, when Donna did this with me, she was like really going. Oh, this is really fun, guys. Now, but not at 40 miles an hour.
Watch out now, she'll buck you off.
All right. Oh! I did not know I'd be doing this today in a silk shirt. But, woohoo! I see, that's hard to take your hand off.
She don't like the whip now. She'll sulk. I named her Dance Smartly.
Dance smartly.
And Dance Smartly is,
Yeah.
where is she? Got her up here somewhere.
Can you imagine?
She won the Canadian Triple Crown.
Oh, Dance Smartly is a real horse?
Yeah.
Okay. I see, I can hardly do this for 10 seconds. And you do this over and over again in one day.
Well, once you got fit, you know, it was, once you got conditioned to it, it wasn't as difficult as you might think. You know, I mean, you get ready and do it.
He's writing like this. Oh, Stephanie, I'm not ready for that marathon.
I actually have his silk from when he won the Derby that year.
You what?
Yes, I have his silk that he wore.
He doesn't know, so don't mention it to
Okay.
Pat.
No, he does. He does.
Wow, are you friends?
No, I bought
And he
that.
knows what he can
Okay.
give
Got it
Jamie
at
if he wants
auction.
it back.
That's an amazing thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's that year is important because this year my daughter was born. So.
Oh.
Yeah, and I love Derby as well. So.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So how did this all begin? Your
So-
Derby coverage.
So, well, I
Louisville
covered it
Tonight
for
Live?
Louisville Tonight Live,
Okay.
and I didn't know what was going on, but I really didn't. I'd never paid attention to the Kentucky Derby living in
Because you
Seattle
didn't live in Kentucky.
and
Yeah.
Texas and
Yeah.
Chicago, which that's always very eye-opening to me. To go to other cities, in all these years I've been covering it. I guess like 4 years ago, I had to go to Charlotte because my daughter was graduating that day. You have to go to your college graduation.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get them in the sports bars to turn the Derby on.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. So
Really?
it's interesting to realize that maybe it's.
Should have brought your torch with you.
Well,
I'm somebody. I don't know if you know
I
me.
had a bag full of fascinators.
Oh, nice.
And I had everybody wear these fascinators,
Yeah.
and they didn't know why they were wearing them.
This drunk lady wants us to wear these weird hats.
And you got to be careful how you say fascinators outside of the state of Kentucky as well.
Yeah,
A
absolutely.
lot of people don't know what they are.
I know. It's like if you have a bag full full of fascinators. Like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah, so it's a little hat on.
Yeah.
It's a hat on a headband. That's what
Yeah.
makes it a fascinator.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't even turn the audio up in the. And it was a nice sports bar. So
Come on.
and I had like created a traveling group of a party. So all these people came and they're wearing these fascinators now, and they wouldn't turn the audio up. So my husband had to call the race, which was really bad because it was the year that
There's the brown horse in the lead.
it was. And
then there's that one.
and up comes the
Here
behind
comes
it.
some guy.
Here
and
comes
then
another one.
Another horse. It's bigger,
Obviously faster.
faster, obviously.
and it was the horse that was on the back page that won that year. Remember, it was a race that had like an extra horse.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh, wow.
so everyone's like, "Who won?" We're like, "We don't know that horse."
Not that big of a
Yeah. Anyway,
We're just here to drink.
so so anything that doesn't have to do with the actual horse,
Yeah.
or trainer.
So sideline stories.
Yeah.
So celebrities, I'm on the red carpet for the celebrities. I do the parties before. It's going to be interesting this year because they have moved the Oaks first time to very, very late
It's for broadcast,
Bullshit.
right?
for broadcast, which
Bullshit.
has a lot of people.
Yeah.
Locals.
Restaurants.
Restaurants are
especially.
very upset about that, understandably.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, I usually cover the Patricia Barnstable Brown's party,
Yep.
and the celebrities come late, but like 9:00, and then they come through the red carpet. My job is to grab
Pepper 'em
interviews
with a
with
few
them.
questions.
If they go to the Oaks, they're not going to come through like till 10.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. Everybody's night just
11.
got later.
And then I have to be back at the track at
Uh,
11 to hold my spot on the red carpet at Churchill Downs, which
To get people coming out. Oh, for the next day.
for the next day. Yeah. So that's what I do.
Yeah.
And then I cover the fashion, which is
A big
love it.
part of the derby.
Yes.
yeah, I actually do really.
Yeah.
I didn't know that much about fashion before I started doing this, but I do now.
I can't imagine what you've seen in terms of fashion and hats. I mean, is there one that stands out like the craziest hat you've ever seen? Like,
There is.
was there like somebody like an entire office setting on something?
There was.
What?
Oh, yeah. There's a woman that comes in from Dallas. Her name is Carson something. And I always look for her every year. She's very young. Her mother makes these hats or buys these hats. And they'll be like 3 or 4 feet tall. Like and I can't imagine how much fun that is to have
All
that all
day.
day. But if you want to be noticed, that's
Yeah.
the way to go.
You pay.
I always say, here's the deal. You have 150,000 people you're competing with. So you can wear a big hat, but it's like being the Titanic trying to walk through the crowd, or you can wear a little fascinator
Yep.
or
Yeah.
a hatinator, which is in between a hat and a fascinator.
Oh my God. I love it.
I'm starting to lose you guys on this
I
fashion
need
stuff.
your hat and your dress.
Got the That's awesome.
Yeah. So talked to a lot of interesting people
I'm sure.
through the years. And
I love Louisville.
Is there
Every
because
year.
you've been doing it for so long? Do you now get repeat visits and people like?
Yeah.
They
Hey, Kirby.
Joey Fatone
Oh, really?
definitely knows. Oh, there she is. Okay, go talk to Kirby.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Who else?
You and Kid Rock are just like that. aren't you?
Kid Rock does not stop for interviews, FYI.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Neither
That seems
does
on brand.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
I believe that. Yeah, who are some other like really cool people that like are
Okay,
that
so-
seem like grounded people? Because I mean, we all know
Yeah.
celebrities can be a whole different thing. but,
Okay. My favorite,
like fun celebrity that.
and I forget his name all the time. David Allen Greer, I
Oh,
think his
yeah,
name
yeah,
is.
yeah.
Yeah. He's one of my favorite people I've ever interviewed.
Currently on St. Dennis Medical.
Which is my
shows.
favorite show.
It's really good. Yeah. Yeah. And he's that role was written for him.
Well, that's how he is.
Yeah.
That's how he
He's
was.
not acting at that point. Is he?
No.
In my
and it's
interview
so
with him
good.
on the red carpet, he could have talked to me for 2 minutes and moved on, but he wanted to talk for so long about all these different things, all these aspects of his outfit, and then the derby. And it's like, that they came and they started doing this wrap up
Gotta wrap
behind
it
him.
up. Wrap it up.
You need to move him along. Move him along. But he's my friend. I'm like, but I really like him. He's actually interesting to talk to.
Who's next? Oh, William Shatner.
So, Star Trek.
And then Willie Nelson.
Exactly.
And now here's Bill Nye.
Bill Nye, what are you doing here?
All my Williams together in one place.
Kirby Adams, this is your life.
I was 2 years ago. I always try to make friends with whoever I'm squished together with on the red carpet because you know what?
You're there
Long
for a
day.
long
You have to.
time.
You have
It's a
to.
long day,
Yeah.
and to me, yelling someone's name and like, look over here, I don't like. That's
Yeah.
makes me feel icky. So I always just try to have fun with whoever is around
To
me.
someone who does yell out there.
That's the key.
Yeah.
So there was this guy sitting next to me from Yahoo.
Then you butt in front of that person that yelled the names.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like people are pushing each other around on the red carpet. So there's this guy from yahoo.com that was standing next to me. And we had the similar mindset, like, this is our job. Let's make the best of it. Let's have fun with it. And so Taylor Swift was maybe going to show up.
Oh, wow.
And somebody with blonde hair apparently had pulled up in a limo because they pull up and we can't see them. And then the buzz came around and everybody was all freaked out. Well, it turned out it was Martha Stewart.
I thought you were going to say Kato Kalin.
Kato Kalin.
He always used to come.
Kato Kalin used to always come.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. And I was like, I'm not interviewing you. There were a couple of people I was like, I'm not interviewing you. You knew I did that too? Donald Trump.
Yeah.
I said to
You go.
Bob Sokoler, this is way before back. This is back
yeah.
in the 90s.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to interview that guy. He seems like a.
Yeah, your read is right.
Yeah.
So I interviewed Melania instead
Oh.
about her shoes.
I got these from Ghislaine Epstein.
So Martha Stewart. So the Yahoo.com reporter goes, oh, she is not nice. I interviewed her and she told me my questions were stupid and she's not going to stop and talk to you. And I'm like,
Now you got something
Yeah,
to prove.
Yeah.
I go, do you know who you're talking to?
I am Kirby Arson Adams. I'm on fire.
I'm on fire today.
Here, hold my baton.
You know I ran. Oh, did I show you this?
So I took my Olympic torch and I said,
What's for dinner?
I saw it. I had like 2 seconds to figure out what to do. And so I saw her and I go, Martha, what's better at my Derby brunch, Benedictine or pimento cheese spread?
Oh,
And
good
she
question.
whipped her head around because she had been like just passed by everybody. And
You
Yeah.
just framed it up. That's
she
brilliant.
said, she goes, well, I'll tell you, it's Benedictine. And here's why. Would you like my Benedictine? And she gave me the history of Benedictine. And then she asked me if I wanted to know her favorite mint
cool.
julep recipe.
Nice.
You
And
just
my-
had enough of a thread to throw out. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
and
well done.
Then you
I
said, "Can you give me some stock tips?"
Yeah, exactly.
And then because I wanted her to keep
Do you smoke
talking to me,
pot
I
with
did
Snoop
not.
Dogg and your kids?
and William Nelson.
I said, do you smoke pot with your kids in the living room? So then I
Corporate
knew
asked me.
she was doing the Riders Up, Riders
Oh,
Up.
right. Yeah.
And so I said, hey, you're doing Riders Up. Before you leave, letting her know now that I'm wrapping this up, she's off the hook. I said, let's practice. So she goes, okay.
Nice.
So
Wow.
she does it on and she does it perfectly. And then many hours later, and probably many
Oh, yeah.
later,
Cocktails.
she said something like,
Sliders up.
from the Commonwealth of Connecticut.
I remember that. I remember
Did
that.
Did she really?
Yeah.
So she's having a good time. I mean, you should be able to come and have a good time. If you have to do that Riders Up or sing the national anthem,
Yeah.
you don't get to have fun at the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah.
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 Anyway, so I gave her props, and the next day had us re-air at the Courier Journal her doing it right.
Oh,
Nice.
awesome.
Oh, very nice.
A little inside baseball there.
How many-
Amazing.
What derby was that? Do you remember?
It was not last year because last year was
a few years ago.
Simone Biles.
Yeah.
So it was
A couple years ago.
2 years ago, I think. Yeah, 2 years ago. Yeah.
And are you still currently covering all the Derby stuff? Like, are you preparing now for
I am preparing now. I did a story today. Well, I did part of it. 75 days from the Kentucky Derby
No, is it really?
No, it's not. It's not yet. But I was doing the interviews ahead of time.
I was getting excited for a second, man.
And then it's Christmas? Oh my God.
It's 2030 already. Jesus.
It's been like 95 years that I've been in this podcast. This is taking forever.
It is time travel.
Well, yeah, but so talk about that a little because we're sitting in February, early February, Derby's first Saturday in May. What's that workflow between now and then? Is it a combination of you doing prep work for the actual Derby weekend, or is that also cut in with stories leading into it around like what's the festival doing and events coming up.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's what you the ladder. Like this
Yes.
Yes. Next question.
Wednesday of this week, we had our all staff derby meeting. So we pitched stories. Yesterday, I called Churchill Downs and I pitched them the stories I thought I wanted to do. And then we brainstormed it and they're like, no, actually, these might be better to do. And so I've got that down. Today, I went out and I also had a meeting with Kentucky Derby Festival about their upcoming events. Today, I went to the Welch Printing to get the reveal of the Kentucky Derby Festival poster.
The poster.
Wrote that story. Came back, interviewed the guy about 75 days until Derby, came over here to see you, and then it will just go on like that every single day.
Nice.
Until, so, like last year, I got to do a story on the 130th anniversary of the Twin Spires, and I got to go to Luckett and Farley architectural firm and see the actual blueprints.
That's very cool.
So it was stories like, I'll do stories like that. I'm looking for interesting stories, and then I would love it if I had more time to prep for the actual day, but
it is what it is.
It is what it is. And that's why I go, Martha Stewart, what's better? Pimento cheese or Benedictine?
That's for anybody listening in the field and just starting out, that's the difference. Asking just a generic off the cuff versus something that throws enough of a thread for somebody to bite. And then you're engaged, and then there you are.
Because it's not an off the shelf question.
Yeah.
And
it shows you put enough thought into it.
To the person.
Yes.
To the person. Yeah. Not the answer that you want to get.
Yeah. That's a great, such a sort of nothing moment, but there's such a great lesson in there.
100%. And it's very on brand for Kirby. That sounds like a very on brand thing for you to say.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, and did you ever think that you would have this longevity in this market? I mean, you've been around and you've been a part of the entertainment world of Louisville, the Derby world of Louisville. I mean, you've established your name. I mean, that's a pretty incredible thing. So congratulations on that, number one.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's you've really established like a legit brand. Like Kirby Adams is known for doing these things. Did you ever imagine that being part of this?
No, I just did what I liked.
Yeah.
I really did. And the reason I keep doing it, and I think my buddy over at WHAS, Doug Prophet, I'm like, how long are you? We're the only
checking in with each other.
Oh,
yeah. How about you? What are you going to do? No.
I think the building will collapse and Doug Prophet will still be standing in the rubble of it all.
Doug Prophet and I used to have a competition, which was who, and this is ridiculous, that we spent our time doing this, thinking about this. Who could do stand-ups in the highest spots in the city?
What?
I could think of doing a stand-up and being really high.
The Highlands.
Yeah, the Highlands. Yeah.
It would be like we would work really hard individually to get access into like high rooftops and this and that. And
it's just something between the two of you that you did?
And I'm telling you what, I think I won. Before I left WHAS, I got to the top of the OK Storage over there at the corner of I had to climb in my dress up this ladder.
Like, suck it, Prophet.
Well, so the question is, does Doug think you won?
I don't. He never acknowledged it.
See, Doug.
I know.
We're starting something, man.
You know where Jack Harlow's poster is hanging?
Yeah.
I got to the top of that building. I did a
That's right
stand
over
up there. Take that, Doug Prophet.
Well, I mean, it's like, that's the kind of stuff you do in the news business to just entertain yourself.
Exactly.
Because that's, and Sean's a good friend of yours, like a really good friend. And whenever I worked in graphics at the station, we would sneak stuff into the graphics all the time.
Just entertain yourself.
Yeah.
They were the best. I used to hang out in that art department because it was
bunch of miscreants. Okay, tell me, where's the little penis hiding in the graphic on this one?
Why does that cow have 5 legs?
That's why I like Coffee Time so much. Coffee Time, that little newspaper you get at the coffee shop, and it has that little guy that's always hidden in the pictures. I do it every time, and maybe I got that started with you guys.
That's pretty much like, where can we put this pickle?
Yeah.
Like it's a murder story. Oh, we'll find a way.
Yeah. It's going to need a pickle.
I used to always put like a subliminal, like I always put like a white flash in an edit, and it'd always be like a subliminal, like this message for like a
Nice.
frame,
Yeah.
and it would be just off color, just a little bit to where it would stand out.
Eat more fiber.
Well, that was really cool.
Gamble more.
That was really cool until the internet came out.
Yeah, and you can do a frame by
Yeah.
frame.
And everybody was using Real Player, and it would just like randomly freeze on a
that one.
frame.
Oh, right. It would.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my god, can't do that shit
Yeah.
anymore. Yeah.
Well, you guys can send me a word and I'll see if I can, occasionally send me a word and it will make my life fun. I'll see if I can work it into a story. Proboscis.
Hoot nanny.
I'll do it. I will do it.
That's the word.
Hootenanny. The minute you said that, my mind flashed to where I'm going to put that.
There you go. I love that word.
We also need you to sign a document that says if you get fired, it's not our fault. So
If I what?
if you get fired, it's not our fault.
Yeah.
For
We
claim
claim no responsibility.
I can write flute
Yeah.
nanny. Flute nanny. Hoot nanny.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'll change it to flute nanny.
That's even better.
So what's next for Kirby Adams
So I
besides Derby?
yeah, so I'll get through Derby, and then I decided to get my MFA in creative writing at Spalding University.
How
Nice.
wonderful.
So I'm working on that.
What was the moment that just pulled the trigger for you? Like, was there a moment where you just had some sort of final epiphany? Like, that's it, I'm doing it.
Yes, there was. I love turning points, by the way.
Yeah.
You should do a whole story on turning points,
Yep.
or whole show on turning points. For me, it was, I had this moment. I was writing another guide to Thunder over Louisville or Bourbon and Beyond. And I thought, I need to start writing some things for myself.
Sure.
And so I've always had this story, which will not be the only thing I write. But my dad, when I graduated from college, said, "You are a spoiled brat who knows nothing about the real world." And I took offense to that, but he was right. And so he was an airline pilot. I have to tell you what my dad's job was before I tell you this. He had befriended a hobo, a real live hobo.
Oh, you got us.
I know.
Huge hobo
Whose
fans.
name was Jack Randall. He was
That's such a hobo name.
no, it's not, is it?
Jack Randall? That
You
sounds
think?
like-
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
he had
Yeah.
befriended this guy, and my dad loves quirky people. And my
Well,
dad
first
likes
of
flying
all-
Eric Spenham.
Hobos usually get on trains, not planes.
Right.
So how did he meet this hobo?
So he met
Air hobo.
He's a talk about being full of yourself.
like Sky King.
You can't jump out of that at the last second.
This is my stop.
Don't jump onto a moving train. Don't.
Now,
Anyway.
how did your dad meet this person?
So he showed up at our church in Barrington, Illinois, the Methodist Church, and he was looking for work. And my dad met him in the basement and thought he was fascinating. And he worked on Jack for years to get him to let him go on a ride boxcars with him, because Jack didn't want this guy from the suburb who was a
City boy.
city boy, former, aircraft carrier, jet pilot, you're not coming. But he befriended him and they started jumping boxcars together across the United States. And then the minister of the church, who was my dad's handball partner, he started going along. And then my uncle, who lives in Denver's an endodontist, then they would all meet up and they would all go with Jack, and they all traveled around the
Just
country.
hopping trains.
To Montana and to Seattle and Salt Lake City and wherever.
That's awesome.
And so when
What-
I was graduating,
What year was this?
this was the 80s.
Okay.
And when I graduated from college, my dad was like, because I was like, I need a car and I would like a condo.
Here's a boxcar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want to go to Europe with my friends and I need a Eurail pass. He's like, nope, you're going to go jump boxcars with Jack.
Oh, this was your dad's idea?
No.
And so off we went. And yeah, and
I bet you that was awesome though.
yeah, in
I
hindsight,
mean, you can romanticize it, but at the
Yeah.
end of the day, you're still hopping cars.
I hopped boxcars. I learned the rules of the road, like you'd never get on a moving train. They have to be, I know all these rules.
What are the rules once you get in the car? I'm interested in hearing some of the, like, you pick a corner immediately that's going to be your pee corner? What are we talking about?
That's exactly right. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it.
I'm ready for the car. I'm ready.
It's everybody's pee side. And
Oh, it's a
everybody's
communal. It's a communal.
pee, or
Yeah.
because you're on there, you could be on there
Right.
for 12 hours or
Right.
Yeah.
15 hours. Really, really cold. Really, really loud. I don't think people think about that.
Yeah.
Really loud. Pretty uncomfortable.
But all the beans you could eat.
But all the beans you can, a lot of carrot sticks.
Oh,
And
really?
Carrot sticks, and
The movie's got
I
it
learned how
wrong.
to sleep underneath newspapers for warmth.
So what's in that little bag on the stick?
Yeah,
No. What's in?
yeah.
What's in there? Like
Well,
food?
for Jack,
Yeah.
it was Canadian Club, filterless Camel cigarettes, newspaper, and probably one pair of underwear, one pair of socks. For me, I took a lot of stuff I didn't need. I found out.
VCR. VCR toaster.
That blow dryer was not functional.
Yeah.
We're gonna plug this in.
How long did you do this?
So we went out. I actually ended up doing this more than once.
Because it was so good the first time?
No, well, you know what? Can I just tell you what I learned the first time?
Please, yeah.
Because we were out there for a long time, maybe 2-3 weeks, and we stopped once in a shabby little
How
motel.
old were you? How old were
I
you?
was 20.
That's crazy.
Stopped in a little shabby motel and slept in a bed one night and took showers, but that was the only one we had. And we got stuck in this situation where we couldn't get through this mountain pass. So we had to take a Greyhound bus back to Denver.
I bet you that Greyhound bus experience is worse than the train.
I felt bad. I felt bad. Imagine being on a Greyhound bus and you're the worst person.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
I was in the bus station and I looked at myself in the mirror and I had just dirt in all the crevices of my face and my hands. And I realized people were backing away from me.
Yeah.
And I think it took me a while to figure out that lesson, but it made me better for who I am today because I was thinking, I'm a college graduate with a
Yep.
degree in film studies.
That's
and
not what's presenting.
that's not right.
Nope.
So, and then I knew Jack, who was this, he just had a bad thing happen in his life. And that's when he started drifting. And he'd gone to Purdue University. He was a lightweight boxer. He had a wife and a daughter. And now if you looked at him, you'd think, oh, cross the road.
No idea the story behind.
Never. So, yeah. But so my dad would give me a call and he'd go, hey, because I could fly on airline passes, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And he'd go, hey, we're going to go jump from Chicago out to Salt Lake. You want to join us this weekend? And I would put on these steel-toed boots and take a
Off
pass.
you'd go?
And I'd meet him in Chicago and we'd go.
That's
And that's
awesome.
kind of what we did.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And my dad's still living.
He is.
Yeah. He's 94.
Oh wow.
And
Pretty good health.
he's, yeah.
Where's he at?
He's
Which
up in that little town in Chicago outside.
They're still there?
Not Chicago.
Is it like near Evanston or something? Or?
Yeah, we're a little further in. Evanston's on the water, and then so it's north, like Evanston, but
Yep.
we're further west.
Okay.
But
What train is he on right now?
my dad, he's on the westbound
He's on an L&N.
from the Union Pacific line.
What an interesting.
That's amazing.
And I love the fact that you were at that point in your life where you were ready to ask for all the things you needed, and yet he had just come off a train hopping around with Jack and decided, you know what you need?
Yeah,
You need to go hook up with Jack and get on that train.
yeah, exactly right.
And
You,
so-
you need a little dose of reality,
And
girl.
put things in
It
perspective.
did.
And
It totally did. And so that's what I'm trying to write about in this MFA
that's
program.
a great reason to, That is
Yeah.
a brilliant reason
Yeah.
to decide, you know what, I'm going to go get
And
my
is your hope to turn that into like a full length book? And
You don't know what you don't know. And when I started in November, that was my goal.
it's really just
And-
like just get it out.
And now I'm like, ugh, I'm so bored with myself. I'm only 20 pages in. and I'm-
That's when you.
But are you
That's when you have to
committed?
take a break.
Are you
That's-
committed to
Yeah.
putting
Yeah.
in the time and doing it?
If nothing else, you're committing the story to Paige
Mhm.
and you're capturing it
Mhm.
to pass that on. I mean, because thank you for telling that story. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I went back. I'm helping my parents clean out their big house and move into a smaller place. And I found all these photographs of like in the box cars. I mean, big blown up photographs.
So
Oh,
you've
you've
got
gotta
photos
keep
to go
those.
with it.
You open up
Yeah.
the door and Jack's in there. Like,
Yeah.
Jack!
Jack actually, here, I'll leave you with this about that story. Jack was beloved by these
Oh,
men.
I'm sure.
You know, and when he got to the point, he would disappear a lot in the winters because he will tell you that a hobo works. So he showed up at our church when I was 9, and he was looking for work, and they gave him a closet in the basement, and he lived in that closet throughout the spring and summer, and he worked at the church. He did all sorts of things, and then he would take off in the winter and jump boxcars down to Hollywood, Florida, where apparently he had a girlfriend and another job.
Wow.
For some reason, my dad went down there looking for him because that's my dad's. I'll go down and see Jack. And he goes, I could never find him. I'm like, well, he didn't want to be found. And but
Isn't it crazy that era that you could just disappear?
I know.
yeah,
You know what I
I'm
mean?
just thinking, like, could you imagine? I could picture a reality show called The Hobo's Girlfriend.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's
the hobo's
What's what today? You put an air tag on Jack and keep track of
I know,
it.
I know.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm on the grid, darn it.
Yeah.
He wouldn't like that. But Jack, but Jack would always say, the difference between a hobo and a tramp is a hobo works. They travel to work.
To get to work.
Yeah, and so that's what he would do, as
Question.
opposed to a tramp who said just doesn't.
Okay, so yes, is a hobo a derogatory term? Like, does he own it?
We've got a track we talked about recently, our friends from Whitesnake with the hit
The
back
song.
in the 80s, Here I Go Again. And on some radio play, they've changed
the original.
word.
The original.
The original was like a drifter.
No, the original is like a hobo.
Was the original
The original was
that?
like a hobo.
We've confirmed that?
Yes.
What made it to radio play when we were
the
kids
original.
was
But the corrected version.
I just remember like a drifter being the original, and then recently now
They took that
radio
word out?
station has changed it to hobo.
It's
Oh,
somehow
they changed it.
No,
to
I
hobo.
think they somehow got a hold of the original recording. So
You maintain that
I read
hobo is
the
original.
original, and that was
Well, we need to find this out. We've talked about this.
We
a few
have.
times. So
it has been deemed that hobo was slightly offensive, so they changed it to drifter. So
is hobo short for something? What is the
I don't know.
what is the origin of hobo?
That I should include that in my whatever this thing
Yeah.
is that I'm writing. I don't
Because-
know.
And you don't hear that term much anymore unless you're listening to a Whitesnake song.
Or this podcast. 'Cause we see-
Yes.
Exactly.
I think we bring up hobo in every episode.
But so my dad and all those guys ended up, when Jack got really old and couldn't take care of himself very well anymore, they paid to keep him
That's
in a
amazing.
retirement community. And then when he died, now his ashes are in the columbarium. That's
Oh,
where,
wow.
of that church.
That's
That is
I have a
awesome.
little picture.
what a
Yeah.
legacy. I mean,
Yeah.
like, here's a guy that didn't want to have a connection and somehow has established this amazing connection
Mhm.
with this small group of people. I mean, that's beautiful.
You talk about him all the time when they get together.
I
That,
bet.
that is crazy.
Yeah.
What'd you find? What'd you find
look
out?
it up?
Yeah, what'd you find out?
I was about ready to go down a rabbit hole on Reddit, but
About hobo?
We'll revisit
Wow.
this. Yeah.
There's a whole community out there, guys.
Dude, I'm telling you, man.
Oh shit!
Yeah, there's-
What day is it?
Yeah. Well, we're getting close to time, but I don't want to. You have mentioned that you're an avid runner, so let's cover that real quick. So, are you currently running? Are you?
She's not. She's sitting.
I've been sitting so long.
Is that
Are you-
still part of your regimen?
Are you speed walking anywhere with Bill Nye?
I am. I'm running. I'm getting ready to run the Derby Festival.
The mini.
You gonna do the half or the full? Full.
Have you? How many years have you done the full?
Never.
Oh, you've never
This
done
will be
full.
the first because you were always the
But
half,
you've done
right?
you've
Yeah.
done marathons before.
Yeah. When I was at WHAS, there were no training groups when I moved here from Seattle.
Yeah.
So I started training, 50 people at a time, novice runners. And it's pretty cool now because like the children of the people that I trained will come back and say, my grandma was finished this because you taught her how to, I'm glad at some point that could be kind of inspirational.
Yeah.
Because now everybody, there's teams and this and that. So yeah, I just run it, but I there's this great thing called the age grade calculator,
Hmm.
and you can.
Training.
That's what I do now because I'm like, oh, I used to be able to run this minute mile, and now
The days of PR are over,
Yeah.
but
PR.
it's
But-
the accomplishment of it.
Yes.
exactly.
the accomplishment of getting up and getting out there.
Yeah,
That's in of itself is a
What-
huge part of
When I was walking in here, I was getting texts from my running friends, and they're like, "Hey, the Big Four bridges iced over. How we're going to get to Southern Indiana?" Because that's where we're going to run
That was your
tomorrow.
route.
I'm like, "We're just going to walk slowly
it. Yeah.
across the Big Four bridge."
Yeah, yeah.
Canoe. So to get away from all the craziness that's news, that's derby, that's reporting,
Hoboing.
hoboing,
You
what
didn't know you were going to get that.
what
That was
what do you
brilliant.
do to just chill? Because like we always talk about what we're consuming, like TV, food, books, reading, drinks,
music.
When
whatever.
Kirby's time is her own, what
Yeah.
does Kirby do?
Kirby listens to so many audiobooks.
Oh yeah,
That's your jam.
I
no
don't,
kidding.
but I'm not very good at sitting around.
Yeah.
So is
yeah,
this more
yeah.
like when you're driving, or
Always when I'm driving, which don't tell my husband.
Oh, he won't listen to this.
No.
Louisville Public,
No, there's-
Louisville Public Media.
No, there's only 6 listeners. You're
Yeah.
fine. You're
And
fine.
3 of them are sitting at this table.
Yeah,
Well, so yeah, what favorite? Is
like-
there one you're into now that's got you?
Yeah, and what's your genre?
Oh, well, you know what? I've realized something about
Bridgerton.
myself. Bridgerton. I like really humorous things. I wish I could say I liked very literary.
Is there any
Thanks.
chance you're a David Sedaris fan?
Well, I very much like David Sedaris, yes. And then I went down a whole nother, yes. There's
What
like
was
a
the other?
guy named Gary Giretti,
Oh.
and there's another author, David Litt, who was a speechwriter for Obama.
Oh, wow.
Very
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's just, I seem to like to listen to audiobooks that have been written by men who were writers for cartoons. I don't know why.
That is so specific.
Yeah, that is.
I guess what? I've run out.
I've listened to all 4 of them.
Like Family Guy.
Yeah.
They
Oh, yeah.
got his
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
it's slipping my mind right now. But Gary Giretti, because I don't look at that, and then I find these, and I'm like, oh, I love this humor. This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
fantastic.
And then you find
How did
out
they write this? And then I'm like, I'm reading more about him. Oh yeah, of
another
course.
comic strip guy,
Yeah.
another animation. David Ratkoff back in the day was another one similar to Sedaris. I don't know if you ever
Okay.
crossed your. Yeah,
Well, I'll try to find him.
he's Fraud. I think is the big one he had, but yeah, he's since has passed away. But yeah, I'm a huge Sedaris fan.
Hmm
Yeah, we all are.
Mm.
How
And-
can you not be, right?
Yeah, and I just saw Is This Thing On?
Oh yeah, you've seen it.
The Will Arnett
Is that
movie.
on Netflix now?
No, we went to the theater and
Oh,
saw
you
it.
did?
Yeah, us and like 3 other people.
Nice.
It's
yeah,
really good.
Yeah, because
Yeah, yeah.
everybody was seeing the Melania movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
I love the one review I saw on that. They were like, man, if they were showing this on the plane,
I would still walk
people
out.
would still walk out.
Like just go over and pull the exit.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
That's
boom.
my favorite review.
Yeah, me too.
I would
That's
still
a good
walk
review.
out. That is, I have quoted that so many times in my house.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's just like.
But the Will Arnett movie is it's really good. Will Arnett does an
I love
excellent
Will
job.
Arnett.
As
Yeah.
I wasn't really surprised, but he was great.
What is the movie? I don't know.
It's him and Laura Dern.
Okay.
So they're a married couple that decide to divorce,
Uh-huh.
and it's them kind of coping with their new world. And he decides to just deal with his emotions. He just goes to an open mic night one night and finds out he has the chops to be a comedian.
But wasn't it they were going to charge him for a drink or something like
Yeah.
that, and then he realized, if he goes up and does 5,
I could get in for free.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just him working through the divorce on stage. And it's really good. It's really well written and it's funny. And but it's funny, we walked out. When I was a kid, I remember like my parents going to like old people movies, like, Terms of Endearment, it's like, oh, we've crossed that threshold. This is an old people
Steel
movie.
Magnolia.
Eyes wide shut.
It's like, oh, my
Shut. I mean, when my mom and dad came out of that. Steel
Thank you for
Magnolia.
following that up.
Terms of Endearment. Eyes wide shut. It's all, the comedy comes in
Yeah.
3 people. Knock down the first 2, set it up.
Oh my god.
So good though, yeah.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. So
Anything you're consuming that you want to share? Watching, reading,
besides the audio,
besides your niche audiobooks.
I'm really weird.
oh, weird is what
Love
we.
that.
Yeah, we was swimming weird.
Love it. Yeah, I mean, is there anything you're binging now?
You
or-
know what? I'll tell you what well, I almost feel like I should go back and watch Schitt's Creek again because I'm such a Catherine O'Hara fan.
Yeah.
National treasure.
That got us
Yes.
through COVID.
That hurts
Yes.
so bad.
Right?
That hurts so bad. And it's like she's fucking 70, man.
I know.
Yeah, 71.
You know, and that's
Mhm.
like the second person is like 7. It's like I consider, being 70 like still being young.
Yeah.
You know, still,
It's not like it was when we
Yeah.
were little.
No.
No.
But
No,
you're
40
to a
years
point,
old.
That's
Yeah. Or
gotta be.
Best in Show, all of that.
Oh,
I feel like
God.
I need to.
Waiting for Guffman.
Yeah.
All
I'm going to go home and
those
bite my
films.
pillow.
See, we have a
All
similar
those
sense of
Chris
humor.
Guest, all those
Yeah.
Chris
Yeah.
Guest films.
Yeah.
So
So,
good.
but I haven't. So my MFA thing is taking a lot of time. Like I get done writing all day and then I write all night. But
When do you have time to write? For fun.
well, but so I'll be honest. I'm trying to get into my daughter's HBO account so I can watch, but I can't figure
That is
out.
so reversed. That is so reversed. You're trying to hack into your child's account. I love
For some
that.
reason, I haven't been able to do it for 2 weeks. There's something going wrong on my iPad
Oh, and why,
it's-
why do you want to
because I really want to watch the sexy hockey,
hockey?
the
Yeah.
heavy, whatever it's called. I was going to look it up. I can't even remember what it's called, but
Yeah. Right. And my wife is right home. Like, she's yelling the title right now as she listens to this.
yeah,
She watched it.
I know.
She's like, "You want to watch the gay hockey things?" Like, "No, I'm good."
Yeah. I hear it's
Because
very
you know what? I
steamy.
hate hockey.
Yeah.
I love hockey, so there's.
'Cause I don't think anyone should ever play hockey.
I love that pickleball.
It should, it should be illegal. Hockey.
heavy hitters. I think it's called heavy hitters.
Oh yeah, it is.
I don't know. I'm looking.
That show's disgusting. Why? Because I hate hockey.
Oh
So
yeah.
gross. Couldn't watch it. Just got grossed out. Why? All the hockey.
So
Bullshit. I will say, hey, Westminster's has just been, I think it's just finished, but we
Yes.
recorded it. So my wife and I are watching through all of the breeds. And you can't watch that without hearing Fred Willard say, they ought to put on that hound dog is one of those Sherlock Holmes hats. And maybe a little pipe in his mouth. Yes, well, they don't do that. And God, that's another one we love. Fred Willard.
Yeah.
God.
Well, Kirby, I think we've pulled all the stories we could out of you today.
Oh, we've got more. We should have a round 2
Jeez.
sometime.
Yeah. Can we have a sequel?
You know what? Maybe we should have you on after Derby this year just to see.
Oh,
recap.
Derby recap.
Yeah,
Derby
yeah.
recap.
I
Yeah.
love
So
Kirby.
when-
Or maybe a
Wins
special
and some-
podcast that week. I don't know.
Yeah, some wins and
We can all
fails
wear
with Kirby.
We can all
after
wear
Derby.
fascinators.
Oh, I'm wearing one now.
I'll bring the fascinators.
Yeah. Let's
I'll
do
bring
that.
a bag
Let's
of
do that.
fascinators.
I want to try Hatinator.
That's a
whatever it
great
was.
band name.
Yeah.
Bag of fascinators.
Bag of fascinators.
I love that.
Going on the list.
Oh, next time I'll come back with my bag of fascinators,
Nice.
and we can talk about the
We'll
time.
talk Derby with Kirby.
Let's talk Derby with Kirby, and the time that I hung out for quite a while with Gibby Haynes at the Butthole Surfers.
Oh,
nice.
Get to that.
Nice. Yep. Reason enough. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Kirby, thank you so much for this.
Thank you.
Number one,
It's a
thank you for the
joy.
time.
You're
'cause
Very kind.
You just told us your day, and the fact that you squeezed us in today was very kind of you.
Yes,
So I
thank
really
you.
appreciate it.
No, I'm happy to do it. I'll be back.
You will.
Yeah, because we
Awesome.
didn't get to the story of the guy with his head on fire. I mean, there's
Wait. A guy got his head on fire with her torch?
No.
Oh,
it was at a party though, and it was. I never worked with Carrie,
Oh, okay.
but Sean did tell me the story that Carrie came by and was pretty
Let's save
inebriated.
this for another day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Clue cliffhanger.
A cliffhanger, and maybe this will inspire me to finish my hobo story.
Yes.
Yes.
Because I need a title, so maybe we can bat that around.
Oh, we can.
Oh,
we can
well,
workshop
we'll
this out.
workshop the
Absolutely.
shit out of
Yeah.
that,
Because
Kirby.
drifting and hobo Jack have
Yes.
been nixed by my mentor.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
no, we'll take care of you. That's
Yeah.
low hanging
So,
fruit.
last thing, where can people find what you do? Where what
Oh,
Instagrams, the Facebooks?
CurryJournal.com.
Yeah. What
well, the most fun
Yeah,
would
we
be-
want the fun part. Because they're clearly not going to watch this. So.
Let's see. Well, Kirby Adams at the Courier Journal.
Okay.
You know, Kirby Adams. What is it? K Adams at courierjournal.com. Yeah. I mean, just and I'm trying to think. I don't know. You know, I'm trying to hack into my daughter's accounts. What are mine? It's like
We'll put a lower thread with her credentials in, so everybody can get into it.
Kirby Adams CJ is my Instagram. I don't know. I mean, I post a lot. I just don't look at
Yes,
who
you
I
do.
am.
Yeah. I've been questioning who I am for a long time. So it's okay. You're in the right crowd.
Google it, kids. She's out there everywhere.
Use the
Absolutely.
Googles. Well, again, thank you, Kirby, for being on.
Thanks
Guys,
for
thank
having
you. It was a
Thank
great
you.
You're delightful.
one. Yay,
Thanks.
we made it delightful.